What's going on, Omnibuddies? Mitch here, and today we are doing an Omnibuddy unboxing. Yes, I know it's a little ironic since the last video I posted was all about culling my collection. If you missed it, I gave 4 tips and a bonus tip, so 5 tips really on how I went about culling my collection, reducing it down, getting rid of some books, what I chose to get rid of, what I chose to keep, all that kind of stuff. So could go take a look at that if you want. But today we are doing another unboxing. All right, so before we get going, we have 2 books, I guess, one very small and one normal size coming to us. One from eBay. I've been looking for this book for a very long time at a good price and good condition. It's a single issue comic. Stoked to finally have it here. The other one comes to us from our channel sponsor, none other than the Organic Price Books. JP, David, all them over there at OPB are amazing. They pack and ship, communicate, do all those things super well. If you want to support them and the channel, make sure to use code Omnibuddy for $2 off every order. Use code Omnibuddy, ship it together, all one word, for 5% off your orders of 3 or more books. And they all ship together, so if you're pre-ordering, be careful because you'll have to wait for the last pre-order to come out for them to all ship together, because that's the name of the code. But if there's a bunch of books in stock or one just coming out, hit it up with that 5% off your entire order. Great way to do it. Great way to save money, support the channel, support a small growing business, OPB. Anyways, let's get into it. I have not opened this yet, and it's been sitting here in my house for a day while I waited for this box to come so I could do an unboxing with more than just one book. Because I'm buying a lot less lately. I feel like I'm not, because I'm pre-ordering a ton of stuff, so it's gonna hit hard one of these days. And I think next week is gonna be one of those weeks where a lot of books come in at once. We'll see how it goes. A lot of Kickstarter stuff happening. So we are gonna open this up. This comes to us from eBay. Let's get these envelopes. How do they, jeez, how are you supposed to open these? All right, let's see. We got a eBay envelope with a Gemini, looks like sort of a Gemini mailer. Let's, oh good, my scissors be here. And the kids have not stolen it yet. Let's cut this guy open real quick. Careful not to cut the contents inside, of course. Second, yeah, okay, that's gonna work. Oh man, I'm so excited for this. So, if you know me, you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that I can't let a single video basically go by without mentioning Usagi Yojimbo, my favorite series of all time. Love it. The Netflix series just dropped. I love it. It's definitely made more for kids, so if you're really into the series and you're expecting something like that, you're probably going to be disappointed. But I went into it with the idea of like, I cannot wait to watch this with my kids, so I'm previewing it first to make sure it's not too crazy for them, because that's what I do, that's what we do, that's how we be responsible. Anyways, so I'm about halfway through it, loving it, looks super cool, very excited to then go back through and watch it with my kids. But with that, I had to get this book. I'm very excited about it. It is Usagi Yojimbo, number 7. This is the first appearance of Spot. So stoked. And I was kind of worried when I opened it, but it's just the bag on it that has all those cracks on there. Let's see, cover up my face so it focuses. Yeah, so that's just the bag that has those lines in there. I was like, oh no. But this looks to be in gorgeous condition. I'm really not seeing any like color break, spine ticks, maybe some very light ones along the edges. But I was able to pick this thing up for like 15 bucks. I think it was $5 shipping, so it was like 20 bucks total to get this guy. So good. I'm gonna have to get this into a nice bag and board and maybe into a hard case too. Very excited That's one of my favorite covers. I'm a big sucker for blue and green, and that cover has that, and it's got Spot, which I love Spot. And if you're watching the Netflix show, Spot is a big part of that show, even though it's in the future and it's Miyamoto Usagi's descendant, but Spot's still in it, and Gen's still in it, and Chizu, they're all still in it somehow, but it's all like descendants and sort of mixed up and all different. It's different, kind of in the it's in the future, kind of. Anyways, I won't get into it. I digress. But very excited. That comic started to go up in price because so many people were speculating on Spot's first appearance on the show and Spot's first appearance on there. So I had to pick it up. Well, I wanted to pick that up a long time ago, even before I realized it was Spot's first appearance. Now I'm even more excited because of that. But yeah, anyways, let's get into a small little haul, from OPB. Man, if you don't understand the necessity of double-walled boxes on any normal box that wasn't double-walled and super thick, that would have been pretty catastrophic. And like this whole thing got like pushed in. You can kind of see like some lines in there and all that, and it's yeah, so the box fared well for what was obviously a pretty hard hit. And then we have our receipt and our little attention mail carrier receipt in there that this does qualify as media mail, excuse me. So that's pretty cool. And this looks like it's a little different with how they're packing things, which is totally fine with me. It still protects the books pretty well, using a little bit more recyclable material, which is cool. Some paper around the edges to eat up all that free space. And then, of course, the bubble wrap on top and all around this book. I don't know if you can tell what book this is. This is one of my favorite, absolute favorite stories from Marvel. Thor is one of my favorite characters. Let's see, I think I'm gonna need the scissors again. Thor is one of my favorite characters. This was one of the first series that I got into when I started reading comics again and buying comics for myself, and it blew me away, and it's still awesome. And I have not been able to, I stopped reading single issues, and then the oversized hardcovers got super out of print, and it got really hard to keep up with it because of that. So I've been waiting for years and years to finally continue this story. Thor, God of Thunder, by Jason Aaron, and Ribic and Dodderman, I think that's how you pronounce his name. This art is just fantastic. I had to go with the Dodderman cover. I know that it's also under this cover, and the other DM variant cover is on the backside under the dust jacket too. I really loved that full spread that they were going to do, but then it was just the bar for the standard edition. Still cool. There's really not a bad way to go with the 3 cover variations for this book. But dang, that Jane Foster, Lady Thor, whatever you want to call her, dang, it is such a cool cover. Absolutely love it. Here is, we'll do it right side up. There we go. There is the spine. There is the back of the book. So excited to finally have this. I can't wait to, because I've read all the God Butcher stuff and a little bit past that. I'm really, really looking forward to being able to jump into, I'll probably read pretty quickly over all the God Butcher stuff to catch up on it, and then read the rest of it that's in here. Then I'll do an overview, and then I will be so ready for Thor, Love and Thunder, the movie, and then to jump into volume 2 whenever it comes out, and then jump into, where is it, War of Realms, Omni, after volume 2. I think volume 2 will probably contain the miniseries, just the War of Realms kind of stuff, but that has all the time, so I'll read that once I get there. Anyways, again, I digress. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to finally have this book. It is gorgeous, and again, it's in beautiful condition because it comes from OPB, and even if it came a little bit banged up, they'd take care of me if I really wanted to exchange it or whatever, but no need. So that is it. Let me grab, so now I have 2 friggin' awesome books, one really big, one really small, but very cool book. Cannot wait to display this one. Cannot wait to dig in and read this one too. Oof, so cool. Anyways, that's it for this unboxing. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, do all those things, but most importantly, comment. Do you guys pick up single issues ever, like I just did, where it's like a cool back issue from way back when that you need to just have for display? Do you actually display them, or you just want them for your collection and drop them in a short box, a long box? Do you put them in like a nice hard case? Do you go get them slabbed? I know a lot of people get them slabbed. I have one slabbed comic, but it's because I want it. Otherwise I get those little kind of like top loader. They're semi-hard plastic containers for them that work really well, and then you can pull them out if you want, but they're still well protected. What do you guys do for those? And then of course, what are you buying this week? But let's put a twist on that too. Are you selling anything this week? Let me know in the comments what you're struggling with, if you're going to sell or not sell. Just kind of playing off my last video on the culling of the collection. What are you trying to sell? What are you struggling to sell with? Not like what are you trying to sell? I don't want that whole comments turn into a sales post kind of a thing. But what are you struggling to sell? Like, should you let go with it? Should you let go of it or not? And why are you struggling with it? So let me know in the comments. Talk to me. Love talking with you all. That's it. Take care. Stay cool.